Hi guys. Anyways, this is going to be a budget turbo. I should probably look at the camera. This is going to be a budget turbo build, mainly being a learning experience, like pulling apart the motor and doing stuff like that, because I'm not familiar with doing stuff in the bottom end and bearing clearances and ring gaps and all kinds of stuff. So that's mainly what this is going to be. It's going to be a learning experience for having fun, and then we're going to find a chassis to put it in. But to start off, we're going to pull apart the motor and get it all disassembled so we can clean it up and make it look nice and gap the rings and check clearances and make sure everything's good on the inside so we don't blow it up right away. For anybody new, we already have the super build going on here. It's pretty slow. 2JZ followed by a Turbo 400 behind it, and then we have the Mach 1 build over here, which is a built 5.4 liter, and it's got a front mount chassis drive pro charger sticking off the front. And this one's not mine, this is Kent's, and then this one's mine, and then we're just doing this one for fun times. So as you can see, it's kind of dirty as shit. Broke off some of the spark plugs already and stuff like that. We laid the motor down on this side and it like broke the spark plugs, and this tube is broken. So as you can see, it does need a little bit of love. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start pulling stuff off. In reality, I only paid $600 for this engine, which might have been a little bit much, except it's the good 5.3. It's like an all aluminum 5.3. Apparently it has the good style heads on it. Right here it says $7.99. So apparently they're a good style head. And like a lot of the stuff I'm going to try and replace anyways with like a cheap intake manifold and not an electric throttle body, because those are stupid.
America.
So let's get this starting to tear it apart. If you don't have one of these electric impact guns, it's probably the best investment you can get. Quite honestly, I don't even know where to start with these engines, but I did buy a book. It's like some LS builder handbook thing. But until that shows up, I'm just gonna pull it apart for funsies. These clips, there's like a two-part to them. There's like, you gotta pull this first tab off, and then you can get the second one. This wiring harness has already been cut. However, it'll probably go like Mega Sport or something like that anyways. Oh, I didn't mean to pull the coil wires off. That was stupid. What's holding you? Ooh, that's dirty. Look at it in here. There's dog food. Why is there dog food in this engine? There's dog food in here. And then there's like nuts. How did that even get in here? Goddamn squirrels, I guess. Got her. Not even really sure how I'm gonna clean all this off without mistakenly get it down in the ports. I guess these heads have to come off to be cleaned anyways. But there's dog food here. That's stupid. Next, we're gonna pull this valve cover to see what's underneath it. Whoa, what are those? Just kidding. But seriously, what are those? Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to take the rockers and stuff out first, I think, to get this heads off. Because I guess I have to take this plate off first. Maybe? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, that'd do it. There's more bolts in here underneath all this muck, under the dirt. One second. Here it comes. Dang, look at those. Look at it, it's V8 stuff. I have no idea what any of this is. Why is there only 2 valves? Now, being completely honest, those are really big pistons to me. I have no idea what that is even like. Look at it. Look how big those are compared to mine. Let's go get one of mine. I think it's smaller. This is the one that I blew up. That'll just keep around. That's out of a 2J. Look at that. Look at the difference. My Jesus. Yep, bit of difference. And then this is the heads. I mean, those ports are like tiny as shit on the exhaust side. But yeah, LS stuff. I'll do the same thing for the other side. Get that part off. Pretty much I'm not too concerned about the dirt falling into the pistons because the pistons are coming out to have the rings capped or checked or replaced, one of the two, and then probably because there's no more cross hatching, maybe a quick little scuff down there with the ball hone or something. I'm missing so much. My fan isn't big enough. That wasn't good. I forgot there's still oil in it. Shit.
Fucking kids.
I made an oopsie. I forgot to drain the oil out of it before I flipped the engine over. And now I have oil everywhere. Oopsies. Now we're draining the oil properly and it's going in the bucket, kind of. And most of it's already on the floor. That needs to be cleaned up again, I'm thinking. Alright, we're gonna roll this over and I don't really have a pan big enough, so we're just gonna kind of have to deal with the mess on the floor. We'll clean it up after. I can't actually pull the oil pan off because where I mounted the engine stand is actually on the oil pan. So I'm gonna have to figure something else out here. Get off the bucket. What the fuck is going on here? There we go. Now that we got it situated not on the oil pan, All right, so this is about as far as we're gonna get today. I'm gonna show you what we have here. We have, we exposed the crank anyways. Your timing chain that runs to your cam, that's down underneath the crank, or it's inside here somewhere in that area. You got your connecting rods and pistons, your main caps. So we could pull the rods and pistons pretty easily. You just pull the rod bearing and then the piston will just slide out. However, I'm not gonna do that today. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean up my mess on the floor, and I'm gonna label all my bolts, like a left head, right head, stuff like that, just so I have it organized and I know where they all are. And then this is the rest of the stuff. And then our push rods and our head bolts are here too. So like I said, this is just a fun build. Like, I don't mind if we use something like eBay manifolds or a cheap Borg Warner turbo or something eBay and stuff. I don't mind it being on this engine, and LS parts are generally super cheap anyways. So far we're into it, $600. That's what I paid for the engine. It was just convenience. It was already out of the vehicle. Aluminum block, aluminum head, all that good stuff. So we're $600 into it. I'll keep a tally of everything I buy, and then we'll make a big price chart at the end. And what we're trying to do is just make a reliable LS that'll handle 700 horsepower. So for a budget, really budget build that almost anybody can go do, because you can pick up these truck motors for like $150 iron block. You can even get like 6-liter aluminum blocks too, or 6-liter iron blocks. Super cheap. Like an LS truck motor is like, if you go pull it yourself, you can get them for like $100. And the main reason that we're doing the budget thing is because you can't just always be spending money on the race car. You gotta have something fun that you can do on the side, because like this manifold here is like a $3,000 manifold. And that's probably more, what this manifold costed me is probably more than I'm gonna spend on this entire engine, to be honest. So race car, it's for like aggressive, trying to go fastness. Race car, really more aggressive go fastness, and then budget friendly street car build thing. Peace.